Alright, cool. We're streaming. We're streaming. Alright. Okay, new builds, right? I'm supposed to be showing the new builds on what's it called, stream. Loki, Deep needs to give me CCPS. Because once I get CCPS, I can actually stream, like, me going to the depths without me getting, like, jumped by several exploiters. That'd be great. That'd actually be lovely. But, we'll talk about the things right? This is not a me thing. This is an us thing. We're gonna be coming up with fire ideas on stream today. And then we're gonna try to get Agamatsu in on the ideas. Right? Because the thing is, Agamatsu, he's cool, I guess. I saw he was doing some balance updates that are actually not terrible, right? Right? Actually doing his job as a developer. But here's the thing. We need new balance. We need things to happen that Agamatsu hasn't thought about yet. So, community ideas. I'm going to be putting them on my Google Doc, which I'll slap the Google Doc on screen every now and again, I think. I'm able to do that. Let me open up the stream chat first before I even set that up. Somebody just pinged me and said buff Gale. Hell no, hell no. Spectre Path, maybe. We could buff Gale. Spectre Path. But normal Gale's pretty good. I don't think we need a buff to it. The summer update is false. It's actually the winter update because summer's gonna end soon. This is a Marvy Flex type of build. That dude's attacking a freshie. What is wrong with you, dude? Whoa. Okay. It'd probably help if I had a master armor on this build. Dude's just attacking a freshie for no reason. I like the old Rising Flame, honestly. Dude, he hit you one time and said MB all. You gotta lock in. You're just attacking a freshie. What are you doing? Do better. By the looks of it, I probably do need Rupture, though. Considering maybe dropping Shoulder Bash for Rupture. Oh no, I need Rupture, but I don't know what to drop. I don't want to drop Ice Blade either. See, I don't want to just overgeneralize and say buff heavy. What about heavy are we buffing? Why? And how would this affect the strong weapons, right? Because if we're gonna think about buffing like every heavy weapon, we gotta figure out how it affects the super overpowered ones, right? We don't want to make those stronger. We want to make the weaker heavy weapons on par with like an average weapon, right? And also, god damn! 40 damage in M1? Are we serious? I mean, the M1s are actually pretty decently hard to hit if you're trying to, like, start with an M1. So you gotta start with a mantra. What I've noticed is guns, like, you gotta play entirely off the M1s. You gotta get Mickey hits. But if you get the Mickey hit, it's pretty much over. I'm supposed to... that. Blast. Buffing, uppercut, and maybe end lag for heavy weapons. Okay. End lag, I'd say on any non-legendary weapon, we remove the end lag, right? So like a Kier's Cleave or something like that, we remove the end lag. But on like a Blood Fowler or something, we keep the end lag because the Blood Fowler is super strong already. And then I think we drop the Blood Fowler's talent, right? We replace it. Or we give it a talent, actually. I said that wrong. We give it a talent, and then, like, nerf the stats on it just a little bit. So that way it's, like, more fair to fight, but it also is a unique weapon. Buff uppercut. Yeah, what's up? Supposedly they were supposed to buff uppercut back to, like, the original speed, or you're a little bit slower than it, but the developers decided, you know what, let's not do that. Let's just not do that, like, at all. Because why would we want to actually make it fair? Also, I kind of want to make a Fang and Coil build now. Because last stream, I got, like, tore up by a Fang and Coil. Like, Marker's Inheritor. So I feel like there's potential in it that I could, like, mess around with. But the issue is, about 80% sure the stats would end up just being this, but like I go heavy weapon, which I already have 3 copies of this, but heavy weapon. They're all different oaths though, so it kind of works out. Why am I not on dual guns? Dual guns is worse than single hand. Because single hand has projectiles, so it does more damage. Really funny. A lot of people swear up and down that dual guns is like crazy strong. But I'll show like the difference between dual guns versus not dual guns. Look. About 29 in M1, right? Because I'm using dual guns. Now, if I hop on the elastic repeater, right, one-hand gun, way more damage. Way more damage. What do you want? I have one, it's just soulbind. I wouldn't be able to drop it to him. Actually, do I have a coral? Uh. Sorry I couldn't give you a coral solstice. That's my bad, yo. Oh no, I already have like 16 god kits. I don't need more. Okay. I can see why Marvy uses it. Did he just drop a shock trooper part? Oh, okay, cool. It wasn't the other one. I'd feel bad if I took the other part. No, bro. I'm only using this because I was talking to Marvy. I was like, hey, bro, you know what I want to do? And he's like, what? I was like, I want to make a gun build. Cause like I saw gun builds. I was like, oh, yeah, these look kind of fun. To be fair, this is pretty fun. But I'm gonna do a Marker's Inheritor build next, and I'll put both of them in a new video. This build is really good though. Elastic gun is like really good because if I hit like a ranged bullet like right about here, I think, right here, it's supposed to drag people. I'm not doing a very good job at it. Okay. But I'm considering hopping enchants because I don't really like elastic very much. I'm thinking maybe I want to do Grim. I feel like Grim would be really good. Oh right, balance. We're supposed to be talking about that. Dual gun is way faster. No. Theoretically, yes and no. Realistically, the gun is better, like single hand gun, because you get the bullet that goes really far. What's up? And then also it does like way more damage. Is that a fondant splinter? Buff for fondant? Maybe. Okay, I'll ask about a fondant splinter buff, but we would need to nerf it on Silent Heart because you could just swap between it. You're not supposed to use it for damage. Or like, I'm pretty sure it's a joke weapon to begin with, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Right? What else? What else? Maybe add a heavy exclusive talent that increases shaky. I mean, the thing about that is then people would go like heavy weapon for the talent, and then they'd go no more heavy weapon, and then they'd just make like a really good cheese build with like every other stat being strong. Ooh, Moon's Eyes. Thank you. Was this bribery? I do actually need more Moon's Eyes, so I will take bribery. I feel like you could have given the stuff to anybody else. I don't really need these besides the moon size. I'll use them for my Deepwoken game show later. Thank you. I'll use it very wisely. Remove slide M1. I forgot how to slide M1. I know you could do it. I know it's a really strong tech. I just don't remember how to. Deepwoken Kahoot. See, that's what the Deepwoken game show is gonna be, pretty much. It's like there's gonna be 2 teams of 5, and they're each gonna have a barrel in front of them, right? Or they're gonna be holding a barrel. Whichever team drops one of their barrels first, then answers the question, will get like points, right? I'm on stream. Just give me a bit. But pretty much everybody will be dropping down like their barrels on their team, and then it's like, oh, you answered the question. If you get the deep trivia right, then you get points for your team. And then at the end, it's like, oh yeah, we give the winning team a bunch of relics. I haven't played since the heavy nerfs. How is heavy right now? Iffy. Agamatsu okay, here's the thing. Agamatsu did do something good with heavy weapon, but he also did something bad. I'll mention the good first. The spec weapons on heavy weapon, he's like nerfing. But the bad thing is he's not buffing up the other heavy weapons that are like actually terrible. So he's halfway there to making heavy balanced, because the highs on heavy was too high, but the lows on heavy was too low. In actuality, we want the highs to not be very high compared to like an average weapon, but we also want the lows to not be a very low low. We want it to be a high low and a low high. Oh, it's what's up? You gonna plug your video? Buff Gale, please. He did make his own video. Okay, what about Gale do you think needs a buff? For what reason do you think Gale needs a buff? How would it affect the rest of Gale? What's the game plan, right? I'll hear you out. I don't like where this is going, but I'll hear you out just so we can figure out what the idea is. Do you think Spears having one more range justifies them having less speed and damage than swords? That's the thing. Spears are obnoxiously trash besides Trident Spear and Ritual Spear. And Ritual Spear still isn't even that good. And I have a lot of people saying, oh yeah, Ritual Spear is crazy. You just gotta, like, if you get hit with a Ritual Spear, like you parry the first thing and then they hit you again, you kind of realize, hey, maybe I should hold block. As for Trident Spear, the Trident Spear is kind of cracked. It's really good. Yeah, the hitbox is kind of buggy. They should make Suffocation proc less but last longer. Why though? Suffocation procs really often because it procs whenever they land multi-hits. And all of Gale is a multi-hit. So how would you make it where it would proc less and last longer? And would it have a cooldown that's longer than the suffocation amount or less than? Because I'm thinking if you want to do something like that, you would first need to make the cooldown for suffocate longer than the cooldown, longer than it applies, right? So you can't have perma suffocate, right? And then you need to increase the stacks to some absurd amount to make it proc way less. Once per 2 mantras. How would that work out given the fact that all of the Gale mantras are shaky block and can extend into each other? You could do something like Twister into back hit spine cut, back hit astral or something, right? I think they should remove Winded from base Gale so it's like a Spectre buff and a normal Gale nerf. See, Winded doesn't apply very long, so it's not even like you can actually see a difference between it. Which kind of sucks, because it's like a whole status on Gale that just doesn't get used unless, like, the person is actively trying to swing through you. But we could put a pin in that idea. Well, we can put a pin in that. Alright. Here, let me, since I can do this, I'm pretty sure. Boom, right? Okay. So right here, this is the dock that I have for some nerfs and stuff. I also have more ideas for nerfs, such as like maybe some like mantra nerfs and then some mantra buffs. I don't have them listed in here, but I will at some point. I'll also list some mantra, not mantra. I'll list some weapon nerfs and some weapon buffs. Like, what kind of sucks though is I'm watching my own stream so that I could read chat because I don't have like the thing. If anybody knows how to make it so like your chat appears on like the side of your screen, like right over here, let me know. That would be actually really useful, like super useful. I know it's like an overlay thing. I just don't know how to do it. Remove Hitstun from Twisted Puppets clones. See, I feel like Twisted Puppets clones are kind of useless because like realistically they move so slow and they're so easy to parry that it's like Caltrops. You could just like walk over it and parry. Or you could like jump up, parry, and then get free hits because the explosion hides your anims. So it's like a nerf and a buff depending on whether or not the person knows they can parry it. It's like iffy. I don't know what we would do with that though. Buff Shadow. We're talking kind of crazy. Shadow steals ether, gives you like pretty much infinite tempo. You can also run D-Pearls for more tempo. You can also run Shade Wisp for more tempo. And then also, on top of having all that tempo, you also make it so people can't move, which Fear the Dark is actually really good, considering the current meta is moving fast and like swinging through people. So being able to not move is actually big. And then also, your Wisp hides your animations. You also have Clutching Shadow. You also have Shadow Gun. Shadow Gun's really good because it's a ranged guard break, meaning that posture doesn't apply to it very well. So if I parry your ranged Shadow Gun, it won't give you 100% posture. It's like, it's really iffy, which concerns me a decent bit. Why am I a cheese main? If you're saying that like this build's cheese, it kind of is. I won't disagree with you. But if you're talking about like my main ice heavy builds, the only cheese on my ice heavy builds is the strong weapons. I don't even use strong weapons on those builds anymore. I use the Quartzstone pickaxe, which does less damage than medium weapon. Can't run away. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole reason why I got Restrained, so people can't run away. I can also do a Cures and Gem on Restrained to make people even slower, which I think I'll do. Honestly, that's not that bad of an idea. Twisted needs a buff. Not crazy to say. Remove Silent Heart Shardbow move stack. Also not crazy to say. The thing is, what carries Shadow isn't the fact that it's like a good path, or like Twisted is a good path. What carries Shadow is the fact that you're on Shadow. Or what carries the Twisted path is that you're on Shadow. If you aren't on Shadow with Twisted path, you kind of just have butt mantras. I mean, plus you get Rising Flame, which is like really good because of Meteor Slam. Outside of that, it's kind of iffy. It's like it's not good, but it's not bad. It's like there are worse things, but it's also like it's not terrible. Make Bloodfowler great again. I feel like we're talking crazy. Bloodfowler was always really good, considering that the running crit and the not running crit have the same exact animation, but one is sped up more. And there's only like a very slight difference in the sound cues. I mean, the thing with the Bloodfowler crit is on top of Bloodfowler being really strong, they still have moves like Razor Blitz, which for some reason I could block, they could fling themselves in the air, and then they still have pressure because I can't see them. Why don't you make it where I can M2 somebody if they're in the air from Razor Blitz? Right? Like, if you're in the air from Razor Blitz, realistically, you're in the air. The same way, if you use Flame Leap, you're in the air. I should be able to air counter you if you're in the air. And the thing is, this will punish people for just mindlessly throwing out Razor Blitz. But it's also a buff, because if you parry somebody's air counter, because you know they're going to air counter you, you give them full posture. So in actuality, it's a buff and a nerf to Razor Blitz. It makes it more skilled to use. Right? And then also you have moves like Soulflare Siphon, which heal like 4% bloodless and go through block. That's kind of crazy. Also, make Flame within not proc Phoenix Flames and Gale Trap. I fought a dude abusing those with a Res Bell. Good point. That's a good point. If you complain about blood, you just don't know how to parry it. No, quite literally, the blood mantra. You do know, like, Blood Edge is faster than Exhaustion Strike, and Exhaustion Strike at some point was unreactable because it was fast, right? And it's Razor Blitz is still faster than Exhaustion Strike. So by you saying, oh yeah, you just can't parry it, that is a stupid argument. Because realistically, if you're in high ping or something, it's gonna be difficult to parry. Also, on top of that, Vein Tendrils has a really buggy hitbox, and it's really weird to parry, and you can change the parry times on it by just moving around. Anybody actually good on Blood will know how to change their parry times on Vein Tendrils, and even I can do that, and I don't even play Blood. Oh, you're responding to the dude above. Let me read what the dude above says. Nah, because why does Bloodfire do like half the M1 of a Bolt Crusher? I mean, Bolt Crusher doesn't really have M1. It's like 46, which is technically a lot until you realize it's dual invest, so it should be doing a teeny bit of damage on the M1s, like at least. But what makes Bolt Crusher strong is the crit. So whenever people like complain about Bolt Crusher, if they don't complain about the crit, I don't take them serious, because realistically the crit doing a bar, applying Surge Overload, and also being a posture break is stupid. Don't complain about para into 10 E-Kick. See, the thing about para into E-Kick is they apparently broke E-Kick's damage reduction, so that's stupid, right? You shouldn't be able to do that. If you do that, you're weird. Oh no, I never really liked Paralytic into my like Hailbreaker crit. I'd use it for ganking, because most of the time whenever I gank, I was outnumbered, so I kind of had to play a little bit weirder. But the thing is, if I was in ones, I wouldn't typically use it unless I was just trying to like mess with the dude I'm fighting. And I would never actively abuse the combo to one-shot people, because it's just not fun. But what is fun is whenever I paralytic them, freeze them, and then WS them, and then they get so mad. It's so funny. But Phoenix Flames and Gale Trap on the Flame Within, that's valid. I'll talk to Aga about that if I can. Let me actually pin that. Flame Within, proccing, Gale Trap, and Phoenix for infinite HP. Cool, we have that one down. If anything, they should nerf Bolt Crusher and give Bloodfowler its standing true crit guard break back. That's a statement. I mean, the reason why a normal like critical on what's it called, like Avenger critical, even though it's a guard break, right? The reason why that one's fair is because the anims are actually readable on that. But with the other one, the issue is they have a running crit. So if you expect it to be the running crit and it's not, you break your parry, and then now you got a blocker roll. So now you got to play off your roll, right? And then the second thing, the crit is you spinning around in a circle. Nobody can really read that. Realistically, if they made the crit more readable and made the running crit and the other crit look different, then A, giving it its guard break crit doesn't sound stupid. But when it looks the exact same as the other one, that's when I have a problem, because that's going to be obnoxious to deal with. I should probably get the talent where I could like steal people's tempo whenever they vent. Cause I think that's not water off a duck's back, it's the other one. But I should probably get that. And then I still need a good enchant, cause the thing is, I know I could get the 3 M1s and then vent predict. So if I do 3 M1 vent predict, I need some sort of enchant that would benefit me. I feel like I could do like a raw damage, cause like actually. The thing is, I want people to vent, so I couldn't use something like Harrowing, because I need them to vent. And then I could do Cures and Chill, technically, because if I land the crit, that's slow. Gluttony, maybe. Elastic, I just went Elastic because it's a placeholder, but Stormbreaker, nah, I have the Overkill, so I need to keep touch. Deado, maybe Yun Shou, but my HP is, like, low. Oh yeah, the Resbo Phoenix Flame thing I was talking about. The dude res back to 80% 10 times before we killed him because one of us had to use an idol to roll a Reaper. And his friend was using the Winter Rifle running crit with E-Kick with V-Shaper clone, either using E-Kick or Shatter Word to make it so we couldn't vent out. That sounds really obnoxious to deal with. The thing is, I'll be mentioning a bunch of, like, known cheeses to Agamatsu, preferably, if I can get on his stage. So next time Agamatsu starts streaming about balance, say, hey, let Darksteel up. Don't spam it, because then he won't bring me up. But the fact that I'm talking for the whole community, right? I'm trying to grab the opinions of everybody, pitch ideas to Agamatsu. Because a lot of the times, these dudes have such potential with their balance suggestions. But then Aga doesn't bring them up on stage. And then nobody knows about the cool balancing. What's up? We dancing? We dancing. Do I have a dance? Got penguin. Can I penguin? Oh hell yeah. Remove Vanta Black. Pretty sure one of the suggestions that somebody gave me yesterday. Let me actually check suggestions tab, like in my my doc. I'm pretty sure for Vanta Black we suggest an outline. Yeah, so there would be a setting that would outline the characters and get. Oh shoot, my bad. But there'd be a setting in game where you could outline characters. So right here, I'd have like an outline. If like the main color on my character was like fully black, then the outline would be like a white outline. If they were Vanta white, then the outline would be black. Essentially, the outline would make it easier for people to see. And then also there'd be a button to disable hair IDs and also like the hats and stuff. Because the thing is, a lot of people use obnoxious hair IDs to like hide their animations, or they use like move their mask on their face to hide fist M1s. Let me vet. What does that even mean? Thanks. Is it even possible to use Flame and high elo? Theoretically. Right? Are they actually going to remove ping comp? Hopefully they don't. Because I play out of my region a lot. And it's really good that I could play out of my region. I don't like that. Where did you even come from? I had an idea for Eclipse Kick. Let's hear it. What's the game plan for Eclipse Kick? Yo, what's up, Marvy? What's the idea for Eclipse Kick there? Do we know? What's your thought on Iron Tether? It's really good for cheesing because it's a stagnant hitbox, but it's also really easy to parry if you like slide into it and parry it. What else? What else? Raid from Marvy. What's up, Marvy? More raid from Marvy. I see. Hold on, I'm about to type it. Okay. I'm starting to get really mad. Did I ego something you said? I can check. Let's see, what else? I play in South Africa. At best, I get 180 ping on Roblox in general. Yeah. Parry cooldown back up. See, the issue with bringing back the parry cooldown is people wouldn't be used to it, so they just wouldn't like it. So there's like 90% chance that people would just not agree with you because it's new and they don't like it. There's some good food though. If I could change ping comp, how would I change it? Okay, that's a good question. So for ping comp, right? The idea that I had for ping comp, right? The change is there'd be two changes, right? So for ping comp, one of the changes would be, even though it's disabled in chimes of conflict, if you have ping compensation on and it detects you're out of region, then you would lose less elo upon like losing, right? So what would be the downside to running it? Theoretically none. Because ping comp in chime, if you're out of region and you choose to play the server, you should theoretically not be able to like you shouldn't be limited with your parries because of the fact that it's like a bad region, right? So I was thinking, if we do it like that, right, where if you're in like higher ping, we make it so you can't lose as much elo, but you also can't gain as much elo. So you could play out of region, like if you're like an east player, right, and there's like no east players left, you can go to west queues. Theoretically, if you lose, you won't lose that much elo, but you also won't gain that much elo. So you could play any region and theoretically still gain elo, but it would be like limited, right? And as for in main game, I don't like the fact that in main game people are able to parry attacks and then still get hit, or parry a grab and then the grab still goes through because of the ping comp. So I feel like ping comp should only work on certain mantras, right? But that would be a lot of things to code in, and that would probably take up a lot of storage space, and it would also make the game run slower, so I don't know. I feel like in-game, like in main game, ping comp is fine, but preferably I would like some sort of feature for like chimes, because the amount of times I've queued chimes of conflict, and then just nobody has been in west queues, so I can't even get top 1k even if I wanted to, which I don't really care about top 1k. But even if I couldn't, even if I could, right, I could go into chimes, there'd be an east player who takes all my elo because I don't want to dodge them. Let's see. What was I eating? Honestly, I don't really know. It's just food. People weren't complaining about the last parry change cooldown even though it had been the same for years. The thing is, with something like a parry change cooldown, there will be a lot of people saying it's good and bad. So it's kind of like iffy to say whether or not it would be a good change or how the change would affect everything. Because realistically, somebody can tell me, oh yeah, it would be a good change, and then somebody else will tell me it's not a good change. And it would be like a big split, which kind of like makes me not sure whether or not I should go with which side. Plus, I need an actual actual good reasoning besides people won't complain about it. Why would the parry change need to happen, right? Why? What is Agamatsu's incentive? What does it change? What does it benefit, right? Why did they rid using elevator to escape depth gankers? Probably because they don't want people to just escape for free. Eclipse kick rework. A charge move that does its multiplying spark variant at 0 charge. It does a normal axe kick at 1 charge and a thrust kick at 2nd charge. And a VFX with a sun and moon fading into your leg. That would be cool as hell! The thing is, I want more set play mantras. Like the thing with like Ice Fisher, it's technically set play, but it's so bad that you just can't use it for set play. I like the idea that it would change each time you use the mantra, the same way the Hellbreaker crit would change each time you used it. That's a cool idea. I'll pin it. What about Spear Crit going through parry? Spear Crit doesn't go through parry unless like you're in like bad ping or it's a ritual spear. Come here, dog. The people want to hear you. Speak up. Why is it when I tell you to speak up, you don't speak up? Come on, man. I like old Ice Fisher. It wasn't even that good, but it was like fun. As for ping comp doesn't work for it dodges at all. Yeah, it's like buggy. Alright, my reason is that defense is OP as hell, especially with 40 posture, making weps have pretty, low posture damage and low cooldowns. Exasperate this. You're essentially unhittable. So, essentially, what you're saying is, if your build doesn't have enough pressure, somebody with 40 posture would theoretically say, or, like, somebody with 40 posture would theoretically be pretty much immortal if you don't have enough pressure to deal with it. That is technically, like, and you cannot build up the resource that if the okay. Parasol in 2 minutes? Good to know. I actually need to make my necrotic mask. But I also need to make bullets on this. I'll make the bullets on this build. I'll make bullets just because this is a Marvy Flex build. And I wanted to make a video on it. Dog, stop trying to bite my finger. What are you doing? You're too tiny to bite my finger. You're like... Okay. Chill, you did this. Why does my dog have to start whining once I'm trying to do something in game? Dude, what do you want, dog? What do you need? You trying to be a fat greedy chudlet who wants my food? I know I told you to be vocal, but not this vocal. I'm trying to do something right now. I can't hear what he's saying. I'm so sorry. What do you need? Okay, I'm gonna pick you up. Okay, come here. No, get back here. Come here. Come here. What do you need, dog? God, you're heavy. What do you want? What do you want from me? What? Did you just want attention? You got your attention here. Come here. Okay. Chill. There you go. Okay, dude, you're pressing on my stomach. Can you chill? Okay, you want to leave? Go. There you go. What? I don't know what you want. Why would you grip me? I'm sorry. I thought you was trying to gank me. What kind of dog is my dog? Pretty sure it's a Shih Tzu. What? What do you need? What do you need, little dude? You gotta speak up. You gotta be more vocal. You gotta tell me. Use human words. You've done it before. Come on. You're making me look schizophrenic. Use some human words so people can understand you. Wouldn't be the first time you did that, would it? Oh, but now you don't want to do it. Now you don't want to do it. I see how it is. What do you need? What do you need? Why would I wasn't the one who gripped you, but I did serve a big part in it, so I apologize. But you did swing at me first, so you low-key scared me. And also, I was trying to do the parasol so I can make frost-enhanced bullets. I probably should have bought more iron so I could also make gale-enhanced bullets. But, I wanted to make frost-enhanced bullets because, they're really funny. And Marvy was telling me, oh yeah, just use normal iron bullets. But I feel like I could do more off the frost bullets. Especially with how I play on gun. Which really funny, I play really similar to Marvy once I hopped on gun. The only difference is I don't like dash away so much. I just like sit in the like one stagnant place and then try to parry while reloading, which I noticed is actually kind of difficult to do. What did I just do? I just made 9,000 frost bullets. I don't even know. I didn't even know I could make that many bullets. Yo! Okay. Sure. Marvs. Make bullets once. Dude. What am I supposed to do with 10,000 frost bullets? I don't even know. Shoot. Wow. You're a genius. I'm supposed to shoot these bullets? How do I know what bullet type I'm on? Oh wait, we're going monkey's paw? None of these bounties are monkey's paw. Oh, Percival. $20k bullets is like 20 ganks. Well, the thing is, I don't intend on using that many bullets. Yeah. Come on, fight me. Fight me. Whoa! Whoa, why are we 2v1ing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill! I don't think you needed this much assistance. Ooh, auto parry? Oh, oh! Ooh, that's really bad. You're telling me this is Percival current day? Easy? That's not nice. That's mean, dude. Reduce damage from others' base. Huh? What the bean? Yo! You're telling me my whole team was just inside of... Nice. Dude, I misclicked. Can we chill? Okay. Just constant fade. I just want to fade. It's never... Let's just calm down for a second and talk things out. Don't even get to finish my build. I'm still missing master armor. And like everything else. I mean, like... Look what you did. Look what you caused. I didn't want to have to do this. You forced my hand. Look at what you did. Say sorry. Say sorry. I will let you leave if you just apologize. Ah, shiitake mushrooms. There's another one now. Huh. I don't even know what's going on, dude. This is like just hurting my brain. I don't even want to know. That's the dude who attacked me earlier too. I don't know what is going on. Build up stacks to freeze your opponent and deal deal reduced damage. I mean, it's not bad. It's actually pretty nice. It's every 6 shots to do a full freeze, apparently. Well, I don't need to make any more of these for like a long time. Anniversary leader. That's the exploit guild, and then this leader, he defends all of his little exploiter buddies when they're known exploiters. What are they doing? Go help. I don't know who to help, because like one dude, I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to attack. Go, Marvy, go. I'm selling Marvy. I'm so sorry. I'll just let you do your thing. Is that critical engine? Whoa. Whoa. I think we should all team up on the guy who's not using a gun. Oh wait, this is Wiz? Oh shoot, it is Wiz. Marvy has the other fit. Oh. I don't think we can catch that. Yo, that's my bad. I forgot. But we're supposed to be killing the people at like Monkey's Paw. And kinda got sidetracked. Got really sidetracked actually. What is going on over here? Do I even want to know? Okay. I don't even know what is happening. I don't even know, man. Have you seen the Heavy Inquisition Star Kindred before nerf? I actually didn't see many of those builds. Hey, is there 7 top 50s? No, there's 7 top 1Ks at least. What the? Ooh. Yo, bro, you are low-key a burger. I don't want to say that. I'm not saying that to be mean, but you are genuinely a burger. How is your whole guild exploiting and you're playing like this? Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he's cooked. And then I get to do the gun thing where I just shoot. Yo. Is he trying to say I auto-parried his vent? Yo, you're a burger if you can't do that. It's just, did you expect me to not parry it? Dude coming in from downtown Burgerville, not knowing how to parry one vent. feel like that'd actually be concerning if you couldn't do that even once. Put a switch on my gun. Do I just do a hold to M1 macro on that? I actually don't know how to put a switch on this. What the hell is going... Oh shoot, it's Percival. It's to perceive. Get back here, dude. Whoa! Soul Society go take. There's a lot of people coming here. I don't like this. I don't even have my master armor yet. Okay, I guess we're doing it. No vent, nice. Whoa! I didn't know we were abusing god techs. Nice parry. And I'm starting to think that I probably shouldn't be fighting the big dogs, aka the top 250s, when I'm very clearly not maxed out. Gold bullets with ice. What do gold bullets do? I low-key don't remember. Loki, my Link Strider from last stream, it'd be amazing to have him right now. Like, actually, like, just joyous. Okay. Oh, what's up? It's Wiz. Hold up, Wiz, let me get on that. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm not trying to die. Whoa! Hey, bro, what the... Yo, I want to get my armor, but I low-key just forgot that I needed armor. Cause like most of these dudes, they don't really have that dog in them, so I don't think I need to worry too bad. I need to check out that vent parry though, cause that was actually that was clean. Why am I on the floor? Tab out for 2 seconds. I'm in the floor. Oh no. I just now looked at the clip. Dude vented when everybody would vent. Yeah, of course I'm gonna predict your vent. If you vent after the most, like, readable thing ever, I kinda expect you to vent. Or, I'd expect you to vent whenever you're playing like that. So, I don't know. Hopefully, I can get my master armor. If I can't, we might have some problems. I don't even have a master armor skem besides Nevaeh and War Chief, and I don't have the ore for it. might actually be baked. Oh no, that's the crafting station. The blacksmith is in that one. Can I unshift lock? Thank you. Where's the fiber in here? Yeah, bro, it's baked. I got like no outfits. I mean, maybe I can get a summer dragoon from these guys, but I don't think I'll need it. Actually, remembered somebody mentioned something about golden bullets. What do gold bullets do? Gold bullets will slow down the target at the cost of dealing 10% less damage. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Nice, 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 nice. Why my dog's staring at me? What you want, little dude? What the hell? Hey, I actually got a frost thorn on this build and a cold point. I could equip the cold point. I just don't like. The thing is, the cold point is so booty if you use it like in like high elo. You have a chance of using it in lower elo, but not very good in high elo. What I will say though, I do like this build a lot. I just need some way to abuse the chain pull. Alright, I was supposed to be talking about balance on this stream. I just ended up getting ganked. Right. Balance. My bad. Okay, what are we talking about, right? What's the game plan? What we balancing, what we nerfing? Cause thing is, saving Deepwoken is a community effort. It can't all just be me, or it can't all be Agamatsu. We gotta work together. What's the game plan? Nerf light, nerf gale, buff heavy. I mean, the thing about huge flame mantras is they pretty much do 0 damage. Like, the eruption, like flame eruption, you'd be surprised how little damage that does whenever you, like, max out the size. It's like 12 damage. Like, you can make them big, yeah, but I don't really do too much when they're big. What's up, dog? Up, dog. What's up? That's like the biggest thing. You can make them big, but there's no reason to make them big if you do 0 damage. Unless you're trying to do something that, like... Oh, if you're trying to do a boss raid build, then yeah. But if not, there's, like, not really a good reason to. Oh, right, I need a Conga's clutch ring really bad. If anyone can deliver me a Conga's clutch ring, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, if you land base eruption, it's kind of crazy. And get Summer Dragoon. I kind of want to get Prophets, because, like, Profits, I feel like, could go really hard on a build like this. But Summer Dragoon, I do have one in, somewhere. I forgot where. But I do have one, I think. Congas makes your slides go further. Yeah, there's a Marviflex build. Or not Marviflex's build specifically. But I asked him, is this a good build? He said, yeah, he gave me a green light. So, I'm using this. It is really good damage, too. Oh, wait, update's out? Oh, word? Did I get scammed? I think I just got scammed. You're evil. Yeah, you're a terrible person. What is wrong with you? Why would you ever slide in a fight? Sliding is necessary for fighting. Like, what? I need to do it for my Greycasts. Oh, shoot. Oh, let me read your message. Oh, let me see. Make Tortured Mastery Pale Briar Salt Chemist hidden meta. Maybe. Maybe. Because the thing is, I'm considering, but that's like a lot of stuff I gotta make, because I gotta make another build. Okay, I wish there were weapon-specific mantras. That would be cool, but like, there's so many mantras in the game, there's so many weapons that could use a mantra, that I feel like it'd be easier to just give them a talent, and then the talent makes one of the mantras change to do something else. But that's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. Necrotic set plus critical engine plus ether regen earrings. Ah, I see the idea. That's not a terrible idea. That's actually pretty smart. I'll pin that. Whoa. What's up? You got a master schematic for me or congas? Ooh, boy. You go. Here, I'll give you a Moonzai. Thank you for this. I get to god roll this. And then I get to move really fast. And then I do need rush shards. Oh, thank you for this back then. I do need rush shards really bad. Because I need to make my ice forge like super fast. I also gotta kill ferryman. What am I doing? I'm playing with level 4 mantras. What am I doing? I don't think they like me. Well, they didn't shoot me, so I assume I'm good. Oh, you got Kamui? Ooh, you goat. What a goat. We're trying to go, ferry. So this way, I'm thinking. Yeah, this way-ish. Thank you for the bell. This is actually gonna make things so much easier. Oh yeah, Loki. I feel like Deepwoken should honestly just like phase out passives from. This sounds crazy, but I feel like Deep should just phase out like passives from races, because the race passives don't even do anything half the time. Like Etrian's Molt doesn't even work, and then something like Khan is just gives you 3 extra points on a min-max build, which is absurd. Because you can equip a weapon at like, let's say you want to equip a weapon at 75, but you only have 72. You can equip it, right? But then, here's the thing that gets even crazier. You could then take out 3 points from weapon. You're 6 points down from the requirement now. That's 6 points that you could spend in anything else. 6 points is 12 ether, or you could do like maybe you have 19 charisma. You can get like the 25. I don't know, racial passives in this game just seem like they're so skewed because Etrian's is, oh yeah, there's a buff and a nerf to your character, and it doesn't even apply, so it doesn't even matter. I'm just a regular dude. I'm a regular human, right? But it doesn't apply the half like good status, half bad status. So it's useless, right? And then actually let me see what type of bullets I'm on. You're supposed to be able to switch bullet types. Lovely, the game didn't even fix this. So now I gotta go through my 700 bullets once and then I start using frost bullets. Lovely, lovely, love this game. Hate this game so much. I don't even have enough flint. Okay, well I can make umbral flint, it's okay. I need to go dual guns to change the bullet type. Ah. Oh, you can't change bullet types off dual gun. That's so lame. I hate Agamatsu, man. He's evil. Switch ammunition bullet. Cool. What bullet type am I on now? Wow, I'm still on the normal bullet type. Lovely. I just love this game. Press Y again, or why have it on a different button? Switch ammunition to frost bullet. Oh, there we go. Dog, what do you want, little man? Okay, nice. What are you barking about, little dude? What do you need? Can you speak? Speak, dude. What do you need? What do you want? Attention? Do you want food? What do you need? Interesting. Wait, so should I'm staying on frost bullets now, right? These are not frost bullets. These are normal bullets. They need to optimize the game plus update anti-cheat. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh no. I don't even think that's something crazy to ask. Like, you should expect the developers to actually develop, like, I know it's gonna take time, but yeah. Yeah, optimization, probably biggest issue. I don't think I have Taste of Rainbow. Let's see. Nope. Do I just gotta shoot at a wall for like 3 years till I run out of bullets? Can't they just have M1s and mantras not logged by the server? If you don't log your mantras and M1s, then they don't exist. That's kind of the issue. You gotta send it to the server, otherwise the person, like, can't do anything with it. So by you not sending anything to the server, there's nothing for the server to indicate that the person got hit, so they don't take damage. So they would theoretically, it would be nice if we could have it not, but I don't think that's, like, plausible. I just want my optimization. Yeah, that's fair. Wait, I can bank bullets? Oh, I mean, the thing is, the small updates, I don't give a damn about them. They always suck. But what I care about is, like, what are the devs doing to actually show they care about the game? Because if they actually care about the game, I can expect good updates, or I can expect an update. You goat, whoever said I could do that to bullets. You deserve good luck. You are a wonderful human being. For proper optimization. Now the thing is, for proper optimization, you need fast flags, and some fast flags are bannable. So, what's the point? Huh? Tell me, oh, I gotta run fast flags. Gale bullets are actually better than the frost bullets, but I like the frost ones better. Like the no fog fast flags and stuff, those are bannable. And the thing is, a lot of the time, on some like fast flags, you can like, you use you use whichever fast flags you want to use, right? But there's some fast flags that if you don't know are bannable and you use them, you're kind of baked. No fog isn't bannable. You're telling me no fog isn't bannable anymore? You know what? Sure, whatever. Let's just let everyone see everything in the whole damn game. Interesting. Interesting. How does this work? Okay, so it automatically eats the frozen. But whenever they're frozen, they can't parry. So right there, that's technically a free M1 after it. Even though it ends, because they try to parry the third M1 when they freeze. Okay, that's actually pretty good. They can still do hitboxes and everything on the server, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. In any competitive game, you aren't allowed to use, like, you can use fast flags, yeah, but you aren't allowed to just, like, completely remove fog. Imagine playing CSGO, right, and then having, like, the ability to just turn off flashbangs. Why would that be allowed? Why would I be allowed to literally remove one of the core mechanics of something because I want to optimize my game? Alright, because realistically, if something like, here's the thing that kind of like gets me confused. Why would it not be bannable if they could use no fog? Because no fog in most games is an exploit, right? Why would I be allowed to use no fog? I feel like that'd just be stupid. Having like fog versus not having fog, it's like, yes, theoretically the flashbang covers your whole screen, yeah, right? But the fog also covers your screen. It hides certain aspects, right? So you're telling me that I could just hide, I could just remove the hiding of certain aspects of the game because, oh yeah, I want to do a fast flag. I don't know. And on top of that, then again, looking at Deepwoken, Deepwoken doesn't have macros bannable, but then in most games, macros aren't allowed, right? So already off rip, Deepwoken allows macros when most games don't. So that's already a big thing. And then now you're telling me I could just turn off fog. I feel like that just shouldn't happen. Yeah, Deepwoken macros should be banned. I mean, like, it's like not even crazy to say. Because realistically, if I'm playing Deepwoken, right? And I spend hours a day learning a combo, right? Or learning how to back hit uppercut. Like, boom. Back hit uppercut, right? And then somebody just, oh yeah, let me make a macro that automatically does back hit uppercuts. Why would I spend 4 hours learning how to back hit uppercut consistently? I kind of bricked it. But why would I learn how to back hit uppercuts consistently for 4 hours straight if I could just macro? Macros used to be bannable, and then they made it so sharing macros was bannable, and then they unbanned sharing macros. But, like, here's the thing. Even if it was bannable, you would say, oh no, I'm not using a macro. Well, you think somebody's gonna go spend hours out of their day checking if you use moves, like, within the same fraction of a second? No, nobody's doing that. You can get away with macroing all you want. And the thing is, the top Silent Heart players, they don't know how to do the text they're doing. They're just using a macro. It's like you could just macro your way. Read your suggestion. Can we add Authority Void Heart? How would that even work? What would that even... Because... the thing is, Voidwalkers, lore-wise, go in a dream state where theoretically everything inside of Void Heart isn't actually real. They're just dream walking, right? Lore-wise, it makes sense, but for the Authority, you shouldn't really be able to do that. Have you seen the Silent Heart movestacks? I have. They can move-stack with Sharbo. They can do a ton of move-stacks. It's kind of crazy. Macros are skill. Sure, buddy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Why are you ignoring me? What'd you say? What'd you say? Hold up. Add a talent to Darksteel Greatsword. That's a good point. That's a really good point. You shouldn't be able to have access to Void Heart just because that's literally the exclusive thing for Voidwalkers. Yeah, it's like literally lore-wise. Lore-wise, it's literally that. Also, you could move stack like Ankle Cutter and Manikati. They made it bannable technically, but realistically, you just say, no, I didn't share the macro. I just made it myself. What are they gonna do? Actually, let me search your PC, see if this macro you actually made yourself. No, they're not gonna do that. Theoretically, you could share macros in secret. You're not supposed to, but the devs literally can't get you for it. The same way you could literally blatantly exploit in the depths, and the devs literally would just not get you. Why did somebody ping me in my Discord server? What is this? Oh, they're showing me Silent Heart macro. Like move stacks. I think. Yeah, he just blatantly he move stack like 4 things at the same time. Updates out. Yeah, I'm not falling for this. I'm not stupid. I'm not a burger. I know whether or not you're lying. Blacklist the word update on my stream. It's not out. Yeah, you're putting stuff on God and it's not even true. What we doing? The update's not out yet. If the update was up, then I'd be a pickle or something. I don't know. It's just not plausible. Deep devs updating on schedule? No. What am I grabbing on? I'm grabbing on Cheez-Its. They're originals. I always like the originals. You're good. What should I use on Crystal, Impale, and Forge? Forge, it's literally my bio. 3 Rush, 3 Drift, 1 Blast. Make it as fast as possible, use a Might Gem on it. And then for Impale, use nothing on it. I feel like Uppercut was needed, yeah. I mean, Heavy Weapon back then, like in V1, wasn't even like crazy strong because there were no uppercuts. I feel like Uppercut was like the nerf. Oh, that's what you're saying. Good heavy players didn't need to rely on Uppercut. Yes and no. The reason why, theoretically, if you look at the top players, the heavy weapons needed the nerf, right? Is, yeah, the heavy weapon players in the top elo didn't actually need to use the uppercuts as much, right? They didn't really need it. But where this then becomes a problem is by saying that, then all the people using medium at a high level would also then justify medium weapon getting nerfed and light weapon getting nerfed. On top of this, you now have an issue where light and medium weapon is extremely easy to pick up, whereas heavy weapon requires you to learn techs, combos, labs, and everything, just to make up for the fact that, hey, uppercuts don't work as well anymore. So, because the one changed to uppercut, now anybody who's actually trying to learn heavy weapon needs to do more than somebody would need to do to learn light or medium. Which is a problem, considering all the weapon types are supposed to be fair and balanced and equal to each other, and there's a very big, like, difference between all of them. High risk, high reward? I mean, it kind of is and kind of isn't. Because, theoretically, heavy weapon on, like, a lower end, like, whenever you're, like, new to the game and you hop on heavy weapon, it's good. Because, theoretically, it does big damage. Theoretically, it's strong, right? But then you switch to light or medium weapon. A lot of the times on, like, for new players, right, they swing through your M1s, right? They swing through your attacks. So, they're more likely to swing through your attacks. They're more likely to get damage on you. They're more likely to hit you and shaky you if they're on light or medium. And also, light and medium has more theoretical damage, and even in PvE, light weapon and medium weapon both have better options than, like, heavy weapon. So, in theory, heavy weapon would be better for a new player, but in actuality, light weapon becomes, like, better, and so does medium weapon. Hold M1? Yeah, hold M1 is a big issue. Because, like, realistically, the thing is, I don't have my, I think I have input buffering on. Do I? But I gotta click M1 each time I want to do an M1, and I prefer it like that because, well, one, it's my own skill, it's not just, because look, I'll show the difference. Like, this is me clicking, right? Versus me using a hold M1. Where's hold M1? Hold M1, it should be in combat, actually. Hold to attack, right? Slightly faster. And the thing is, people use macros to make it shoot even faster than that, which I didn't know you could do. Like, if we look at Marvy's videos, I'm pretty sure he has a hold to M1 macro or something. He shoots really fast. It's like, pew, pew, by the time I do the second M1, he's already on his third. Mechanically, it makes feinting useless? Maybe. It's like iffy. Have you tried binding feint to parry? I literally have that. I was the one who made a video on that. I literally, I have the bind set already. Wait, that's interesting. Interesting. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Versus. Interesting. That's weird. That's weird. Fist doing 40 damage while also having insane swing. Yeah. No, and the thing is, I remember somebody was telling me heavy weapon is better than light weapon. And then what they said was, oh yeah, you can't count light weapons like fist and dagger because they're like a spec. That's like half of light weapon. I don't know, but look. This does 40 damage-ish. It does less damage because I'm on the frost bullets, but it's still 40 damage with no mods, right? And then I were to do shoulder bash. Now it's 40. Like, full 40. And that's a lot of damage. Get heavy, uppercut reverted. I'm trying. The thing is, the devs don't really want to listen about heavy uppercuts. Especially, like, here's the thing. I hate the balance team. Because, well, when I joined the balance team, I thought it was going to be like the Einsteins of Deepwoken. I thought I was going to see, like, some dude doing astrophysics upside down while levitating or something. I thought I was about to meet the geniuses of Deepwoken with, like, their lab coats and the glasses. And, like, the vials of, like, bubbling liquids. I got dude on my right breaking the rules. Literally, the rules say, oh yeah, be respectful. This is supposed to be like a workplace environment where we try to help make the game better. And I have people saying, oh yeah, this guy needs to go. That's not workplace respectful. First of all, right? And then on top of that, they sent, I can't show the clips or anything in the balance server because I'll get me in trouble. But one of the things they showed in the balance server is, oh yeah, this guy's self-proc punishment. We gotta gut punishment. No, we gotta gut the ability to self-proc punishment. We don't gut punishment because punishment is a valid mantra. If you like, it has a lot of startup, has a lot of end lag. It's good if you land it, but here's the thing: by you saying that it needs a nerf and not the synergy that true confirms it, you're stupid. Because the nerf itself wouldn't do anything to stop them from doing the bug that lets them get their self-punishment. But what you do now is anybody who wants to use punishment can't use punishment anymore because it's a bad mantra. Why would I want to use punishment if you just nerf it? Right? The dudes don't think. They just slap a Chimes clip. Like let's say I'm fighting somebody. This is Chimes, right? They'll drop a 3-second clip of somebody abusing like a super unknown tech, and then, oh, we gotta gut this. We gotta gut this. Like let's say these 3M1s here was some ungodly tech that I spent 1,000 points on my build. I spent 200 points on my build, right? Let's say it's Frozen Anchor. They'll clip it and they'll be like, we gotta gut Frozen Anchor, right? But then everybody in the server is all Gale Medium, and they're like, hey, let's buff Gale Medium. No? Like, one of the only people I see who's not biased in the Chime server is Six Lukes. That dude is goated. He was using Gale Pill, and he was like, hey, Gale Pill needs a nerf. We should nerf Gale Pill. He actually wanted to nerf his own thing because he cares about the game. That's why I respect Six Lukes as a person, because he's low-key actually trying to do something with the game. He's trying to make it better. You could proc punishment with weapon manual. No, that wasn't what they were talking about. They were talking about self-procking punishment with typeless damage that is splash. Which you could do. I'm not going to leak how, because I already leaked how, and it hasn't been fixed, and you could still do it. But why is it that the development team sees interesting things like that, and they don't want to nerf the bug part? They want to nerf the mantra itself or something. How is that gonna do anything? They remove all gun players from the Chime server. I don't know. I feel like you need somebody on something overpowered. Like, you need Marviflex in the in the Discord server, right? Because he knows, hey, gun is strong, but also gun is this. And here's the thing: the people in the Chime server are so biased, it's absurd. Like, the thing is, gun is good, but gun also has something bad about it that needs to be fixed, right? The gun bullets right here, this is a pencil. I remember Marvy talking about it. But, like, if I'm even off by, like, a little bit, like, right here, that misses. I'm pretty much hitting him. Like, right here, misses. I'm gonna get, like, right on top of him. Right? Theoretically, that needs a buff, right? They need to fix the hitboxes on that. But what they also need to do is maybe tone down gun swing, or maybe tone down the damage a teeny bit. The devs in the balance server and the people in the balance server never think, oh yeah, let's actually balance. They just want to say, let's gut. It's stupid. Why are you mindlessly M1ing? I'm showing something. You need to mix up. Well, here's the thing. You kind of don't on gun. Because the thing is, on gun, if I get 1 M1, I get 2 more guaranteed. So, I don't need to do any mix-ups on gun, because mixing up just gives them more time to react to the bullet. Oh, the dude in chat. You gotta. I mean, like, every weapon is so bad, like, can't even feint because everyone just M1s in my feints. Yeah, that's fair. That's the thing. Heavy weapon has the big downside of anybody actually smart will just M1 through you. Like, I remember I was fighting a Hive Lords on stream. I would just, like, M1 him every single time he tried to attack. Hey! Stop barking. Come here. Come here. No? Okay. Chime server should be deleted and all the balancing should be done in the main deep server with polls. I mean, the issue with everything being done in the main deep server is most of the people in the deep server don't do balancing. What I'd prefer is if the balance team was actually people who are qualified to do balance, like people who have actually done some sort of balancing on games before. I have done balancing for my friends' games. I kind of know how balancing should go. Right? It's not just mindlessly nerfing something or mindlessly buffing something. There's actual substance behind it. You need reasoning, you need causation, and then you need to do compensation. Nobody knows about the 3 C's. Or technically the 4, because there's also correlation. None of these people know how to do any of it. Because they're not balancing people. They're just top players who got top 250 and think they're hot stuff. And they could do everything because they got top 250. No, getting top 250 doesn't mean you can balance. It just means you got top 250. I can guarantee you, you do not need top 250 to be good at balancing. You don't need any elo to be good at balancing. You don't even need to be, you can be 800 elo and be good at balancing. It's all about the way you look at things and the way you are fair. Right? I'm trying to be fair when I mention heavy weapon. Because I say, hey, let's nerf the strong heavy weapons, and then let's buff the ones that are bad. But then I have, like, people who are pretty stupid. Hyperion. Sorry, there's something in my throat. Right? Who goes, oh yeah, he's just trying to buff everything. Or he's just trying to buff every heavy weapon. No. When did I say that? When did I do that? Never. Mr. Streamer, can you suggest to add Aga Devil to good gankers to balance suggestion? Can you... Okay, Mr. Streamer, can you suggest to Aga Devil, right, Agamatsu, to get good gankers to balance suggest instead of Chime players? The thing is, the Chime server is all about balancing, right? And Agamatsu swears, oh yeah, we're gonna do balancing off main game, right? But where the hypocrisy comes is the Chime's balance server is only filled with quote-unquote good players who do Chime, and then they use elo as a big pushing force, right? Like if you aren't Godseeker, they don't give a damn about your opinion. So Aga, which one is it? Is it balancing based off the Chime server, which is all Chimes of conflict, or are we balancing off main game? Because I feel like you just are balancing whatever you don't like, right? You don't like something in main game, so yeah, we're balancing off main game actually, and then in the shadows we're balancing off Chime. Alright, dude. Just be out in the open with it. I guarantee you, nobody will be questioning your decisions if you're out in the open with it. If you explain why, and there's actual reasoning, people will not question you because it makes sense. Low elo matters too. Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever I was, like, doing balancing for, like, my friends' games, I would first get somebody who's, like, really bad at the game, decent at the game, and then somebody who's really good at the game. And then I'll find a middle ground between what they all say. Like, let's say, the freshie says, oh yeah, this is just, like, super overpowered, right? And then the dude in mid-tier is like, oh, it's okay. It's good, but it's not terrible, right? And then the dude at the top is like, oh yeah, it's just, like, atrocious, right? Why does the bottom feeder player think it's strong, right? Oh yeah, the damage for how easy it is, like, really high, right? Hey, let's nerf the damage a little bit, right? Medium player, the in-between, he's like, hey, it's okay, it's not too bad, right? But then the heavy player saying, or not the heavy player, the person who's at the top saying, oh yeah, it's really bad. Why is it really bad? Well, in actuality, it's pretty difficult to pressure with the mantra, or pressure with this ability, considering the fact that it has so much end lag. So theoretically, you can get a good poke in, but that's all it can do. Compared to everything else, it can't do much. Alright, let's reduce the end lag and nerf the damage. But no, we don't do that, because we're Deepwoken. We don't know how to balance. I mean, yeah, it doesn't take a mechanic to know how a card doesn't work. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the thing is, if everybody balances around people being top 250, what's stopping me from just getting on exploits, getting on a strong build, and then LARPing being legit, joining the Chime server and being like, oh yeah, fight me if you think I'm wrong, and then I kill everybody, and then now it's like, oh yeah, since I'm the best in the Chime server, now you gotta all listen to me. That's stupid. You're telling me everybody has to listen to me and my opinion because I'm just better than everybody? No. That's not how it works. There is exploiters in the Chime server. Like, the thing is, after I joined the Chime server, I haven't touched it, because I made a suggestion about maybe nerfing Jet Striker's janky hitbox, and also the fact that it's literally the most used oath in the whole game, and people say that it doesn't need nerfs, when if something is the most used, it's probably the most used for a reason, right? And then I broke down the fact that you get to teleport to people after Flourish, meaning Flourishes aren't enders, but they're an extender now. And then what else? What else do they get? They also get Jet Kick, which is really good at the time, which increases its damage and increases speed. You also get really fast. But no, we don't want to nerf that, right? It's stupid to nerf something like that. Did you already get on stage with Aga? No, next stream that Aga's like streaming, like balancing, I will need people to be like, hey Aga, get on the stream, and then I'll try to get on the stream, and then we'll see what's cracking. We'll try to get some changes done. Because the thing is, if I can get changes done that the general majority will like, for one, it looks good on me because I'm actually helping out the game a ton, right? I'm actually doing something for the game. I actually care about the game. People see that I care. They're like, hey, this dude cares about the game. We should like listen to him, right? It's already off rip. It's good for me. It's also good for the game because now the game's in a better state. So it's good for me, the game, and then also it's not just Agamatsu giving whatever he wants to himself, right? It's not him giving whatever he says to the game itself. It's, oh yeah, there's an actual discussion about it. So already off rip, no tyranny, because we're not listening to just one person. We have an actual competent development team when it comes to balancing, right? So that's another 2. That's 2, right? So that's 1, 2. 3, Chime's balancing server doesn't do anything now because they didn't do anything to begin with. That's a 3. 4, balancing will be done out open in the streams, right? So that way, it's not limited to, oh yeah, if you have access to the Chime server, you know someone in the Chime server, you could know about balancing changes that are going to happen. So that's 4, right? Now, what's 5, right? What's the 5? I get more views, I get more subs, that's 5, right? Soulbreaker is the perfect example of balancing. Soulbreaker, it's like iffy. Because Soulbreaker, you get like task set and stuff, so you could like hide. And that's really cheesy. You do get all the utilities, but the thing is, with getting all the utilities, Soulbreaker also gets more damage on their Ardor, which is a just flat damage buff of, I think, 5% once you get it. And then also, you get really decent mantras. You also get the ability to see people's HP. It gives you, like, so much. It's, like, super oathless, in my opinion. Like, realistically, I could see people's HP, posture. I know how to play based off the HP and posture. I can also see pretty much everything about them. It's really good. I wouldn't say it's, like, the meta, because you could definitely play without it. But the fact that it gives you rhythm and test set makes it just, like, perfect for ganking. As well as you get to see, like, HP and stuff. You won't see anybody using Soulbreaker and Chimes, because realistically, it's not super duper crazy outside of the passives, but the passives are what make it so good. Does an Ardor take all your ether? No, just like popping Ardor, not Ardor Scream. Like right here, pop Ardor, this is a 2.5 damage buff, but for Soulbreaker, it's either 7.5 or 5, right? So I get a damage buff from that off rip. I also get more posture because I'm on Soulbreaker, so I get increased Ardor. I also get the ability to go invisible after running around a corner and being completely out of a gank. And also I get the ability to see everybody on the map by just rhythming, and I can even see people away from me hiding, right? And then also, I get to see people's HP. I can mark their HP for my friends. But I can also see their HP from across the map. I can know who to sneak. And then on top of all of that, I get some pretty good mantras. I also get the ability to get iframes with Rhythm Advance. Super good. Jet Striker is fine right now. Iffy. Because Jet Striker, the dash move, could go all the way over there. Like, all the way across the thing. And then the hitbox is desynced. If they fixed that, I feel like it wouldn't even be that stupid. So Baker was the Star Kindred was the second best oath pre-nerf. I mean, Celestial Assault and the what's it called, Sinister Halo is really good. Plus the other thing, the Death from Above. Move stacking with Fate Strike. If you have a clip of that, send it into my Discord server. If you have a clip of it, I'll mention it to Aga. I don't know. I feel like the thing is, with Deepwoken's like current development team, right? Why is it that the people who are supposed to be doing the balance for Deepwoken just hate on Deepwoken, but they're supposed to be the balance team, right? Why do they swear up and down the game sucks, with no explanation, no reasoning, no nothing, right? Like, at least whenever I say Deepwoken sucks, I have a reason. I explained my reasoning. With the other people who are supposed to be the balance team, Deepwoken sucks. I fought Gale. Or, I fought unique build 17 and I lost. Oops. Right? But they won't have an actual reason besides, oh yeah, I just lost or something. Or, oh yeah, something happened. Something happening in-game isn't what makes a game bad, necessarily. It's what happens. Like, or actually, no, I phrased that terribly. You losing to somebody in Chimes isn't what makes the game bad. What makes the game bad is whenever there's constant issues that should be fixed that don't get fixed. There we go, I phrased it better. I don't think it's fair to nerf Jet Striker speed. The whole point of the oath is speed. By that fact alone, a normal player shouldn't be able to catch up to a Jet Striker. Yes and no. Jet Striker should be noticeably faster than a normal person, but you should be able to catch up to a Jet Striker. Imagine somebody flinging themselves across the map every time they get low, right? At that point, every single gank build would go Jet Striker, Quick Drop, right? Anytime they get low, right, they run Viscosity so they can't die in one hit, right? They get low now. Now that I'm low, but I'm Jet Striker, I can fling myself across the map and escape any fight. So essentially, Quick Drop people, if I can't Quick Drop them, I run away. That's stupid. You shouldn't be able to do that. You should be faster than a normal person who's not Jet Striker, since your whole oath is based on speed. But you should be, like, catchable. It shouldn't make it so nobody can, like, touch you when it comes to this aspect, right? Imagine if, like, something like, I don't know, Star Kindred just made you untouchable. Like, you're in the air. You cannot be caught. You cannot be touched. That's stupid. Jet Striker shouldn't be, you can't catch Jet Striker. It should be, Jet Striker's faster, but you could still catch him. If that makes sense. Vertical dashes make it hard to read animation. I assume this is from Death from Above. Death from Above flicking to guarantee 30 posture on block is free. Ascension giving you a free hit because of pre-nerf dashes. Yeah, I mean, Star Kindred was super good, but they nerfed too much on it. The speed should be based on tempo for Jet. Maybe. That's not a terrible idea. What if you add like a passive, right? Where if you hold down a certain button, you could turn your tempo into movement speed. Cause then you can turn your tempo into movement speed, so now it actually requires some intelligence to use the oath. Right? You can build up your movement speed, and by building up movement speed, your Jet Kick monster, like your Jet Striker moves do more damage, but you also run low on tempo because of how much you use. Right? So it would be like you gotta actually monitor like all your your stats. That's actually, I feel like that'd be kinda good. I was clocking people. Have y'all noticed that people using Lightning Cloak plus Adrenaline Surge way more after Run M1 got removed? Well, yeah, they need some way to build up speed as well. What region? If you're trying to join my server, it's Spirited Topaz Megalodon, Washington. We're in Eastern. I don't know about no one using it. If I get a Spear Silent Heart medium, like every other match at 1.3 plus. Okay, see, Silent Heart Spear is really good because of the Blood Tide True confirms. But besides that, the Silent Heart Spear is kind of booty. Why can bows randomize their windup? Oh yeah, that's something I wanted to mention to Agamatsu. The fact that bows can hold their M1 until the person breaks their parry and then they can just get a free hit is kind of stupid. That should be fixed. But the thing is, by removing the charge, I feel like with the charge, right? If you want to charge your M1, there should be more time it takes before you can release it. They gonna gank me? Oh no, I'm so scared. Please don't gank my 534, 31 posture, 35 physical, half freshie. I'll be fine. I'm not scared of people. Oh, that's one thing. I'm not gonna be scared of people because they kill me. It's whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I could block off the exit with ice too. Your thoughts on Mayhem Medium? I feel like Mayhem Medium has like a ton of potential just because it technically is a roll catch. Right, because it's a roll catch, it has like a stupid amount of potential. Thing is, I want to do some sort of PvP to entertain myself, but at the same time, I can't do PvP and look at stream. So, I'm just reading stream, I guess. Do you think removing Chime would be good for the game? No, no. Because the thing is, Chime is where everybody will test the broken stuff, right? And the thing is, when Aga told me, oh yeah, we're gonna balance things off main game, that's stupid. Because if we balance things off main game, do you know how much bowl happens in main game because of ping? Do you know how much bowl happens in main game because you get jumped? Like, if you get jumped by 3 salt chemists, right? And they all throw potions at you while you're stunned. That's not salt chemists being stupid, per se. You just got jumped. So if we balance off main game, now Silent Heart, or not Silent Heart, now salt chemist doesn't exist because they wanted to gut it, right? But if we balance off Chime, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm fighting 1 salt chemist in fair ones, they find a way to true confirm the potion, and the potion does 80 damage, then we'll be like, hey, yeah, that's actually broken. Because if they could do 80 damage on their own, that would be fair. Also, an issue is more than 50% of the player base plays Chimes of Conflict, so by removing Chimes of Conflict, you remove half the player base. Can you tell Agamatsu to make it so, based on your path, the mantra icons change? Maybe, maybe. Didn't I say what was fine? Switch up demon, didn't you say it was fine a second ago? What are we talking about is fine? Oh no, you're talking to somebody else. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Silent Heart is really booty outside of the, like, what's it called, the macros. Because if you don't have the move stack, Silent Heart is just, it's not very good. Oh no, I've only lost to 1 Silent Heart dude on stream, and that was because he hit me because my M1 phased through his attack, which I would have killed him if my attack didn't phase through his for some reason. But like, it's not super big. You do need a lot more skill on Silent Heart because you're playing off M1s, which is something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But realistically, Silent Heart off macro, meaning you don't move stack, is quite difficult to play. What the hell? It takes quite a lot more effort than people would like give it. Right, same with Vision Shaper. Vision Shaper takes a lot of time to like master. You could play Vision Shaper at like the very basic level really easily, and you could cheese with it pretty well. But where you like learn how to play Vision Shaper properly and get Godseeker on Vision Shaper, like if Vision Shaper was so strong, why aren't more people on Godseeker Vision Shaper? Probably because it takes a little bit more effort than people let on. I'm not saying it takes a ton of effort. I've played it before. It's really easy to use at a beginner level, but when you start getting to intermediate and above, it's like a lot more complicated because you got to watch yourself, your clone, you got to watch everything. You can't do too much or else you'll get hit. It's interesting. Let's see. Can you get the devs to optimize? I'll try. Recently, I've seen a video 1 hour on Silent Heart Heavy, and the guy was moving like crazy. Yeah, you can move crazy on Silent Heart Heavy, theoretically. Oh, 1,000 hours on it. Yeah, 1,000 hours on anything will make you move crazy. I mean, like, I have almost 3,000 hours on Ice Heavy, which is why I'm one of the best Ice Heavy players in the whole game. And when I say best Ice Heavy players, I don't mean, like, parry-wise, right? I mean, mechanically, I play it better than almost any other, like, heavy Ice player in the whole game. Mainly because I labbed, like, my build for hours upon hours. Like, at least 500 of my almost 3,000 hours on Heavy Weapon was me sitting in a guild base with a training dummy, or sitting with a person in front of me, testing combos, testing things. That's the thing. I spent so much time testing things that I ended up learning a lot. Get ending with a screenshot of him getting banned. That's already that's great. That's great. Lovely. And just ban macros. Honestly, banning macros is fair. Do we have anything else that we could add to the Google Doc? Here, I will, let's see. I'll put my chimes, not my chimes, my, cool, okay. So, we have enemy cosmetic toggles. We want to be able to toggle, right? So, if enemy has, like, an outfit that's obnoxious, you could disable that. Yeah. Somebody wanted war mode chest loot is, like, buffed, right? Good idea. I'm thinking this is I'm thinking this one good. This one's good. Let's see. Balance suggestions. I'm in heavy ice and heavy kind of sucks for parry trades. Yeah, that is true. I know there's a lot off of heavy. For more damage, you get less speed. I like this guy's idea where you can make heavy more viable for parry trades, because people always complain that heavy players don't parry trade. You can't parry trade on heavy. So yeah. Considering, I don't know how we'd fix this. I need to think more on this. Reduce end lag of heavies. It's so bad. Yeah, reduce end lag on some heavies, not all of them. Some of them are strong even with the end lag. Parry trading on heavy is so garbage. You can't even attempt to hit back because you're getting hit through or a shaky block. Valid. Considering buffing things like Grand, maybe. That's a maybe. Exhaustion system for missing attacks on purpose. Not a stupid idea. I remember mentioning this a while ago. We need an anti-cheat first. Yeah, anti-cheat would be great. They're supposedly working on like a spoofing anti-cheat, so you can't do that. Pause content development and focus on optimization. Yeah, that's fair. Razor Blitz and wind up nerf. I think Razor Blitz should just be like pretty much am I able to make a drawing? Insert drawing, right? New. Okay. So where's the drawing feature? Is there a drawing feature on this? There's no drawing feature on this, is there? There's not. Okay, well, the idea, I'm thinking, right? Let's say somebody uses Razor Blitz. They fling themselves in the air, right? And you're still in the bottom, right? You block their Razor Blitz, but they're in the air. You can M2 them, right, to air counter them. So that way, Razor Blitz has a downside if they miss it, right? But the thing is, somebody who's smart with Razor Blitz would understand that they're going to air counter, and then they could parry it and give the other person full posture. So it's like, it's a buff and a nerf, depending on how smart the person is. Add a Darksteel Greatsword talent. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Darksteel Greatsword's really underused because it's really bad right now. We need Bloodfowler, Blood, and Iron nerf. Bloodfowler nerf was already planned. As for Blood nerfs are also planned. Iron nerfs, maybe. I feel like what makes Iron strong isn't the fact that it's like high damage, it's the fact that it has so many good passives. Like you take less damage, you do more damage, you can take people's armor, you get full armor, which means whenever you're full armor, you get polished armor. Plus, the thing that people don't know is the armor stat is really interesting. The lower your armor bar is, the less physical you have. Darksteel Greatsword already does true damage on crit. Does it really need a talent as well? Yes, it does. Darksteel Greatsword crit is not only an ender, which means that it would theoretically need something like true damage to make it, like, work, right? But on top of that, it's easy to parry. Nobody falls for it anymore. You can't hyper through attacks with it anymore. And also, it's underused. Also, the damage it does is less than Quartzstone Pickaxe, which is known for doing abysmally low damage. Darksteel Greatsword as a weapon is complete trash. And I wish it wasn't, because my channel is literally called Darksteel. It's based off the weapon, and it is bad, which is kind of sad. Chain pull needs a rework. Honestly, not even crazy to say. Too many people play off chain pull. Iron Sting Mantras just have too many frames, so it's used for stall. Yeah, that is true. Vein Tendrils going through roll. Crimson Rain 2. How spammable mantras are, since none suffer on end lag. You could give good hey, let's hear the suggestions. That's why I'm streaming, so I could hear everybody's suggestions and then pitch them to Aga. Instead of adding weapons, add talents to underused. Yeah, okay, that's actually, I should probably mention that to focus on adding an identity to each wep rather than making a new slop one. Fist nerfs. I'd say like the high-end fist weapons, like Brood Alloy crit nerf plus Brood Alloy damage nerf. My Brood Alloy on my 80 light weapon build out damages my like heavy weapon builds by a ton. Any issues with Iron Sing being too tanky, installing too good? Yeah, that's kind of fair. Can I show it? What am I showing? Darksteel Greatsword? Let's see. Issue with Iron Sing being too tanky. No, the fist damage. I don't think I have the fist build anymore. I might still have it. I'll try to find it. I'm pretty sure I have it. Well, no, I don't have that one in specific. I'm pretty sure I have the 100 light weapon one. And I lied. That one got, eviscerated. Or no, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Fists do a stupid amount of damage. With a high base damage of Fist being like 30-ish, you could theoretically do about 45 damage per M1, because the hard cap of 1.5 plus Fist weapons get decent pen, so you could do an absurd amount of damage just on that. Keep in mind, this is a throwaway build that I made for fun because I thought it was stupid. I literally went 100 light weapons and then 90 medium weapon. This is literally all for, like, just LARPs. Or not LARPs, it's all, like, it was to prove a point that light and medium weapon are stupid. And I proved my point on this build because I literally out-damage heavy on this. Oh, right, my screen's covered. Yo, that's my bad. This build right here. Make it so heavy can either out-damage the light or medium, or nerf light and medium weapons damage. See, I don't like the idea that heavy weapon can out-damage something. Because by you being able to just out-damage somebody, you can get Mickey hits and still technically win. But I don't like the idea... Yeah. Outline to all players to remove anim hiding. That's actually one of the very first suggestions that are in the suggestions tab for my doc. Can I load in faster? There we go. Okay. So keep in mind, this build is completely unoptimized for damage. It's literally just for, like, being stupid. Right? So, let's see. We'll look at the base damage of this weapon. The base damage is 31, meaning the hard cap of 1.5 would mean this weapon can do a total of about 46.3 total damage. I think 46.3. Let's see, 15, yeah, 46.3 total damage I could do on this weapon. Theoretically. Right? 46.3 is a lot, first of all. Plus the 20% innate pen, so I could also go another 14% pen off the thing. Right? If we look at the M1s, 40 damage in M1. 40. And this is nothing else besides the M1. I pop Shade Devour, right? 45. I am now doing the damage of my 100 Hellbreaker, right? Keep in mind, that's doing about 46 now. Right? So, let's look, right? Or actually, let's look, right? This is Frobone 2. I want Frobone 1. Because Frobone 1 actually does more damage than Frobone 2, like Hellbreaker-wise. Nightbringer doesn't deal extra damage. It literally just does an instance of Shadow, which isn't damage. Also, you could literally see the build is a LARP build. I went 100 light weapon and then 80 into something else. You expect that build to actually do, like, anything crazy? Like, look, right here. 46 damage. So, we're doing the same exact damage, but I swing way slower. So, light weapon can confirm multiple hits, right? Can confirm 2-3 hits. Right? So I can confirm 2-3 hits versus my one instance of 46. So if the other build does also 46, 46 plus 46, that's theoretically about 90 damage. Technically it's like 84, or no, 86-ish. So I'm doing about 86 damage when this does 46. So I'm out damaging. There's a good chance that that 5 extra damage actually comes from the Fist talents, because Fist actually has a benefit in PvE. So, theoretically, let's exclude that 5 extra damage. I'm doing 41 damage still. So, 41 damage compared to this, 46. You can see light weapon ramps up crazy. And considering Brood also, I'm using a 100-100 weapon. I'll show it again. I'm 100-100 with Hailbreaker. And how much does it do? 46. How much does the fist do? 41, 46-ish. Look, I'm 100-100. 100 invest, right? We look at this. 11 scaling. Why is it I have 11 scaling? Total. 100 invest, right? Doing that little. Keep in mind, we're comparing damage with pretty much no damage mods, and then the reason why I'm comparing this with no damage mods versus the other build is this build doesn't have damage mods because it can't fit damage mods because it went 100-100. So you would expect this build to do more damage, right? More nuking potential than the light weapon build. But no, the light weapon build does more. Yeah, 6 prof compared to 2. That is true. But the thing is, that build is a LARP build. I have a spare 90 points that I could have put into more damage mods. So I would have been able to drop the prof. Right? Do you not see the big issue? If I save 90 points, right? Right? Because I could have just dropped the medium weapon. Saved 90 points. Could then put into tough love and other stuff. Then I don't need more prof. Right? Because I already hit the damage caps. Right? I already get all the things I need. Also, even if I did go theoretically 6 prof on my 100-100, it still would barely do 50 damage. Sure, 50 damage is good per M1, but considering I could do 41 on this and get 2 M1s off, that's a pretty big difference, right? Look, I have 90 into medium weapon, right? Doing 36, right? 38. Pretty decent, right? Pop Shade Devour. 42. 42 from literally popping 1 damage mod. Keep in mind, this build can fit damage mods even after I decided to go 90 weapon. So, explain to me how it would be fair that this is doing 42 damage per M1, right? Not counting this extra damage. So 42 and M1 with 1 damage mod. When my other build can't fit any damage mods and does 46, and this is supposed to swing faster, I can get 2 M1s off every time I do 1 Hailbreaker M1. Not to mention, this uses Shaky better. I could do something like behind the block, boom, boom, already doing more damage. The 5 damage, I'm about 80% sure comes from fist talents, because every fist talent you get makes your fists do more damage for some reason. If you notice, like, there's like little like 45 ticks and stuff, that's from the fist talent that gets buffed in PvE. Technically, this is a PvE dummy as well, with no PvE scaling, so it does the extra, like, talent, because it's technically a mob. So right now, we're just looking at the 38. Keep in mind, this has 38 innate base damage. Sure, I went 6 prof and 100 light weapon, but you gotta consider the fact that I have no damage mods in this build when I could have fit them by just dropping the 90 weapon. So I do this. 42 damage in M1, I get 2 M1s. What's that equal? 84. I do 84 damage in the time I do, I don't know, 46 damage with 1 Hailbreaker M1. Keep in mind, this is so much easier to do. Like, I could use this build with no kit, and there's a higher chance that I'll be able to just parry trade and then get an M1 off. And I'd be able to do this. I shouldn't be able to do this! I really shouldn't. And then we even look at the DPS. The DPS is 60. On the Hailbreaker, my DPS is like 52. So, I don't get how people can, like, justify it at all. And then something like a katana, right? 42 damage! 42! 42. And this is supposed to be a niche weapon. Not many people run katana. 42 damage in M1. Right? Keep in mind, if we're now using medium weapons, I have 100 free points because I went light weapon. So I instead could now put those into charisma, intel, literally anything else. We look at serpents. 43 damage. 100 points put into LARP. Literally 100 points put into LARP. 100 light weapon. 43 damage. Right? We look at a gun, right? Keep in mind, this gun, no bullets. 47 damage. 47. Look at something like the Cerulean Knife, which actually the crit increases my speed of my attacks, right? 33. And look how fast I'm swinging. Right? You know what? Oh, you're just using the best light weapons in the game, right? I'm just using the best light weapons, right? 32. And the crit, okay. We use something niche like the Cure Stick people don't normally use. About 40 damage. 100 points put into LARP. Right? We can even use a base cestus. Let's see how much damage a base cestus do. 30 damage. Iron cestus does 30 damage. Look at Flamekeeper. 37 damage. Oh, let's look at the wooden staff. This does low damage. This should get something, right? This should get a buff. This should make this cool, right? And then, you know what? Sure, we'll try out the rapier. Rapiers are actually pretty bad, so I'm pretty sure this will also do pretty low damage. Yeah, 33. Theoretically, 33 would be a lot, but it can't abuse shaky the same way the other light weapons can. But the crit, nice, 80 damage crit. Or not 80 damage, it's 40. No, that is 80. Lovely. Look at Rosen's Roscoe, right? No bullet, by the way, so with the bullet it'll do more. 44. I'm grabbing bullets. I'm grabbing bullets. Rosen's Roscoe M1 with bullets. Yo. Did I just do 55 damage? Actually, it just did 55 damage. And I could, I'm on gun, so I could. $55. 90 points put into LARP. And we're doing 55. Oh, I am rocking Initians. That makes more sense. Let me take this off now. 50 damage. That's not much better. Right? Pop this. 39 damage. So we're still doing 39 even without Ishins on. No, Blazing is actually bugged right now. It still procs every single M1. Or every 2 M1s if you're on medium. Like, look, I'll show. Like, boom. These are all Blazing ticks. And then right here I get another Blazing tick on this one. Wait, they actually fixed the cooldown now. Never mind. I lied. I lied. They fixed it. Right? 43 damage. 43. Keep in mind, this is 1 star. 1 star pen. It could be damage. Could be 3-star damage. You know what? You're gonna be my test dummy. You're my test dummy. Right? Okay. So, boom, 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 boom. 45%. Do I even have any gun talents? I don't even know. He's full kit. Okay, you know what? Let me try this one then. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, missed an M1 there. %. Good lord. Okay, bro. Like, I feel like guns shouldn't be doing this much, but they definitely shouldn't be gutted. Like, if we're gonna keep guns being able to do the 3M ones, I think we should reduce the damage a little bit. I mean, this much damage is absurd. I don't think it needs, like, a super big nerf. Definitely either make it so it doesn't do, like, 60 in M1. I mean, then again, I am 6 prof with 100 light and Ishins on. But still, I shouldn't be able to hit these highs, realistically. Right? And realistically, on heavy weapon, you shouldn't be able to hit these highs either. You shouldn't be able to do, like, crazy damage just because I go quick drop. Realistically, Deepwoken should incentivize, like, I'm thinking, if Deepwoken has a lower high damage cap, right, then it would incentivize people to not make builds that just go for quick drop, so then people would spend more points into other things. So realistically, you wouldn't be able to do something like this. One handgun with bullets is bugged. It's meant to decrease the base damage by the same amount as the bullet's damage, but instead it does both. Okay, well, yeah, guns would probably be relatively, like, fair without that. Is that Marvy Flex? What's up, Marvy? Oh no, that's a little bit concerning that these, like, light weapon and medium weapons are doing this much damage. Yo, let me test something on you. I'm scared. I have 415 HP. Test it on him. Marvy, are you just trying to clip it for stream? Or clip it for a video? Okay, you can clip. Okay, do it. Let's see it. Hold block, okay. Alright. Okay. I actually tried to parry after the hug, and it still did that. That's lovely. You should get the ether earrings. They make you do 10 true damage on your guard breaks. Like 10 extra true damage. I have spares, actually. I might just have one in my bank. Let me check. Maybe I don't have a spare in my bank. I have the hardened crystal ones, but that's the Vault of Iron version. I can't take that out my bank. Nah, it's on my other build. You can parry Jailer though. Yeah, I tried to. Well, to be fair, I do have 415 HP because I'm no kit, but I have 50 fizz. So that's kind of crazy damage. Needed an intro. Hey, you got an intro now. It works. Oh shit. Dying. Think I need carny food. You know what? I'll try. Let me try some ones on this build, since people swear up and down that, like, this wouldn't be no skill. Oh, somebody fight me. I want to see how I can play off a build that I've never used in a long time. Also got, like, no kit, no... Damn, that does really sizable damage. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, I'm doing a lot of damage. I know that for sure. I mean, 50%? I barely hit him. I mean, given the fact I'm not even using monsters I'd normally run, besides like 3, I'd say this is decent. I'm not super crazy, but it's not. I don't know. It's iffy. I mean, it's a LARP build. Like, 90 medium weapon for slice and dice. Because I thought it'd be funny. Also, it'd probably be a little bit better if I use, like, a katana. Because I'm actually used to a katana on medium. Do I have execution on it? Maybe. I think I do. Yeah, I do. And these damage numbers are crazy. Yeah, Ishin's no kit does make me really squishy. But for the amount of damage I do, it does make sense why I'd be so squishy. Oh yeah, I could also run Nemet Sickle and then go Ceaseless Slashes, then just do some stupid stuff with it. Because it gives like the chip. Also, no ether. Yeah, 227 ether is like terrible. That did 43%. I wasn't even trying to hit you with it. Wait, so I could like pop those then. How much did that do? I'm curious. 40%? Alright. Oh no, I feel like the damage cap should be 1.35 rather than 1.5. Because realistically, with a 1.5 times damage multiplier, people are just going to go for high damage. Right? I would like, if this wasn't a LARP build and I had the 100 points, I'd go like Charisma, and go more Will for the more damage, and then I'd get the Shadow for the Shade Devour. I'd stack up damage mods and then just focus on one-shotting people. Right? Because realistically, I could use Gun and then just like tear people up. Because I've been using Gun. Gun is pretty fun. I'm actually pretty used to this right now. So theoretically, I could like Shade Devour and just go boom, 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 and then let's say that's a guard break, boom, boom, boom. Do something like that, and I could just shred people with max damage mods. Yeah, 50% in like 2 flourishes pretty much is pretty good. You look familiar. But in like a bad way. Can't put my finger on it though. You don't nerf Gun, it's balanced. I mean, I didn't say it's not balanced per se, because if it's like only thing is based off the fact that it's like bugged and the bullets are supposed to reduce damage but it doesn't, then yeah. This is pretty fair. I mean, kind of fair. Because theoretically, I'd be doing about 40 damage in M1 then. Right? And 40 damage in M1 with this build is pretty good, considering if I hop on the other build, it'll also do about 40 because of the bullets. It's doing about 30, 33, 34, I think. I think. Let me check. If we're counting just the bullet, or not just the bullet, if we're counting just the M1, then it should be pretty fair. Because, let's see, 26, yeah, with the scaling of 12. So theoretically, that would mean that, 30? Yeah, 36, okay. So 36 per M1 isn't stupidly stupid. It's actually pretty fair, I'd say. If the damage of the bullet is supposed to reduce the M1 itself, and then the total damage that it's supposed to do is the 36, then yeah, that's fair. So let's like 1, 2, 3 parry, restrain. Interesting. Yeah, here's the thing that I learned when I switched to medium weapon for a little bit. It's just like, it's so unfun because it's just swing through. Like, I remember I was like playing on stream. I was really trying my best not to just swing through people's attacks because I'm trying to actually learn how they play so I could like do coaching properly. But it's just so easy to swing through people on medium weapon. And like the thing is, people who have fought me on heavy weapon versus people who fought me on medium weapon, the people who fight me on medium weapon think that I'm better than the people who fight me on heavy weapon. Why? Because they have less time to hit me and it's easier for me to play. So realistically, light weapon and medium weapon shouldn't be able to just swing through people. Oh no. The idea that your playstyle isn't even skill-based, it's just, I mindlessly swing. It's just stupid. Like, imagine this dude right in front of me. Like, let's say this dummy's a dude. Q burst M1, like he's charging it right now. Boom, right? Pew, 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 shaky. Oh, I'm fighting somebody on, let's say, Hailbreaker, right? So overpowered, right? Oh, I see. Hailbreaker crit. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now they're in shaky. I can keep attacking. That just doesn't work very well. Buff Kanabo crit? Maybe. I'm thinking when motifs are gone, Kanabo needs something to make it unique. Buff Warrior's Swing? See, I feel like buffing Warrior's Swing would be a bit of an issue. Because realistically, Warrior's Swing is balanced in its current state because it's only 5%. I mean, then again, on all my heavy builds, I don't run it anymore because it's only 5%. But if we buff it anymore, then it also incentivizes heavy players to have a playstyle where they let people swing through them whenever they have the hyper to guarantee damage. Granted, that takes a lot more brain power to like figure out when you're gonna get the hyper versus somebody just straight up, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging. But still. I want to fight somebody, see how this works. Kanabo crit after Ether Barrage Wayward is true. That sounds very unfun. Right there, if I didn't faint, I would have just swung through this person. Whoa, I am so damn fast. Whoa. Interesting. Update is not out. I'm not falling for this. Let's add assault rifles? Hell no. Yeah, gun is really good if you're like fighting somebody in high ping. Wait, Bluster procs the chain? Whoa. That has a lingering hitbox. I bricked! Oh, Lord. Oh. Interesting. What's up? Very interesting. I do need to consider getting a master armor soon though, because I am still super squishy. Oh, he's showing his M1 damage. 86? You should not be able to do 86, 90 damage on a heavy weapon as a max amount. I don't know. Like, that's something I was talking about. Nerf being able to do that much damage on heavy weapon. Like, I feel like the damage cap is too high. You can get way too much damage, and then you can just quick drop people. There's like no way that's fun. Wait, hold on. Wait, come back here. Come back here. I need... Okay, I think I know what enchant I'm running. If Bluster makes that proc... Can you come, Voidheart? Okay. What am I... why am I here? What did I come here for? I don't like how the person's speaking, but I don't see them. I'm scared. You need a Titus carry? No, Titus is one of the bosses I can flawless. Or actually, I can flawless every boss. So... don't need to worry super bad. I'm pretty sure I have a build with just like spare Titus stuff as well. Why am I going into Voidheart though? I don't know. Low-key, I'm considering ending stream. I have been streaming for a bit. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, and then I got some good things that I put on the... Actually, before I get off, like, let me... Right here. Let's see. Enemy cosmetic toggles, better loot and war mode. Possible changes to heavy to make it better for parry trading. So I gotta fix slunge Let's see. Nerf Raymond's outfit. Okay, and these are all flame, or not flame nerfs. These are all like buffs for like different things, like buffs and nerfs. Flame Within proc and Gale Trap and Phoenix Infinite HP. Focus on adding identity for each weapon rather than adding a new slop one. And Brood Alloy crit nerf plus Brood Alloy damage nerf. Yeah, I think if we got more, where's the oh right, yeah. Well, that goes with the adding unique identity to each weapon would be like talents and like crits and stuff. How do you feel about the system where you can't judgment this large slice that's clutching shadow anyone that's currently in stun by another player? Maybe. Not sure. If people have more ideas, just join the Discord server linked in the description and then send me your ideas. I'll pin them depending on how good they are. Yeah, that's really all. Who uses Contractor? Contractor's a third of Deepwoken player base. Or not a third of Deepwoken player base. It's the third most used oath in the whole game. Behind Oathless, and then Oathless is behind Jet Striker. So a lot of people actually use Contractor. But yeah, W stream, I guess.